I swang.
Okay.
The shadows in my brain start hurting.
This is not good. So you're talking about, okay, so there's a shape-shifting thing called, haven't you guys ever heard of the Aswang?
Aswang.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I have.
Or Aswang. You can say
Aswang.
if you want to go that way. Once again, I must take a sip of my drink and tell you a story. Have a tortilla. This is it's a bit of a story.
I'm going to nibble on this one. The last one I faced it immediately.
He's a
my God,
ninja
hot.
star.
They're
Look at that.
so
That's
good,
amazing.
He's beat a lot quicker before a stroke.
Jeez, you really
The tragic character he's
Right?
become.
I like it.
plays that
I
card.
like it.
When it comes to tales of boogeymen, the Philippines is more than chock full of them. But the most famous may be the Aswang. It is a shape-shifting creature said to have traits of vampires, ghouls, witches, and werebeasts. So it's got it all. It's got it all with this guy. Witches, ghouls, werebeasts. He got it all. And very much like we were talking about earlier with El Kukui, that it's very regional. Every region has its own version and tale of the Aswang, so it's very malleable. Now, there is no one description of the beast, as every area has its own version. They even have their own names. Some are called the Tick-Tick, the Bayat, the Wak-Wak, the Sok-Sok, and the Kling-Kling. A common thread of all the legends of the Aswang is its insatiable need for human flesh. Its favorite being children, pregnant women, and, of course, fetuses.
All very supple.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty. It's like along the lines of veal, right? Like
they're
veal.
pre-marinated. They got it all going on.
Glowing.
Now, during the day, Aswangs appear as normal humans, and they can hold jobs, have friends, and even have families. But at night, the Aswang hunts for human prey. After sundown, the creature will shape-shift into one of many forms.
Like what?
It can become a bird,
Ooh.
a pig, a dog, or basically anything. I mean, seriously, like every story, I mean, like it came to me as an iguana. I mean, it's just pretty much any damn thing.
Versatile.
Yeah, he's got it all going on. But regardless of form, the Aswang will always have a long, proboscis-like tongue.
Ooh.
And they'll use this tongue, if need be, to devour a fetus while still inside the mother while the mother sleeps.
Kind of like a mosquito.
Need be.
If need be, you know, you're hungry,
Nice.
she's asleep, it's there, what you gonna do?
What does that constitute?
If it's there.
You know, it's an opportunist. It's an opportunist. It's not gonna, it's not going out looking for it, but it's there. Come on, I got this tongue. There's
It's
the
like
baby. What
you
am I gonna
just
do?
happen upon a turducken
This is why
in the
the
middle
Me
of
Too
the night.
movement happened in
Really, I guess,
2018.
a creature like this,
Yeah.
a baby is a turducken.
Well, it's there. It's there. I can stick
There's
my
just a
tongue up in it.
Perfectly roasted turducken on the side of the
God
road.
damn
I'm gonna
it.
go ahead and stick my proboscis in here and
A
see
lot
what the
of
deal
amino
is.
acids.
I'd be a fool not to.
Jesus.
Another of its special abilities is the power to change the appearance of other objects. It can transfer plant material, like bamboo, for instance. I just like saying bamboo. It can change it into a doppelganger of one of its victims to hide its feeding habits. He'll kill a person, change bamboo into a doppelganger of the victim. The victim will return to its home. However, it will quickly become ill and die, just to cover up the tracks so the Aswang so he can continue to live in the village.
Yeah, because it's bamboo now.
Well, they bury it. Then it turns to bamboo. It's got like about a 48, 72-hour period before the bamboo changes.
Still, bamboo is the fastest growing plant, right?
Very much so. Where there's actually a torture that they used to do where they would take a person, they'd plant bamboo underneath them, they would strap them down and feed them, and the bamboo would grow through them because it can grow up to an inch a day.
Gross.
And so, yeah, that's pretty, because human beings are horrible.
Yeah.
We have figured out the most horrible ways to hurt people. We're really good at that. Now, they're also skilled at using their voice to trick their victims. The voice of an Aswang will appear to get quieter as if it's moving away from the prey when it's actually getting closer.
This dude's scum. I like it. Like,
So
he's
that's
got
where
all
the
kinds of
tick-tick-
angles.
The tick-tick is the sound of it. And the tick-tick would sound like tick-tick.
It's like a hunter.
When it's actually getting close right up on you.
This guy's got strategy.
Yeah, he's on it. He's on it. Now, I'm sure you're thinking, hey, this sounds great. How can I become an Aswang? Well, I got you, fam. I actually wrote that. I am way too old to say I got you, fam, but I put it in there. I sat there at work for like 3 minutes.
Did you put a smiley face after it?
No, I didn't. I put an exclamation point, though. So, all you got to do is tie a fertilized chicken egg to your stomach. Now, after a period of time, the chick embryo will pass from the egg into your stomach.
No.
Yeah, it will happen. Now, once this happens, the remaining eggshell has to be buried in a bamboo tube, along with coconut oil and chicken dung. And whammo bammo, you are now an Aswang. I wrote whammo bammo as well.
Wait.
I wrote whammo bammo.
Wait.
And
Seems pretty simple.
If and you want to transfer your power to another, no problem. Just wait till you're about to die. Hold open your mouth near the open mouth of who you want to transfer the power to.
And
the chick will hop out of your mouth into the host's mouth.
Well, that's
Adorable.
pretty simple.
You will die, and they are now an Aswang.
All right.
So
Well,
cool.
that transaction's pretty easy.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
math
Yeah.
checks out.
I like that.
Now, if the Aswang's not your speed, the next most famous boogeyman of the Philippines would have to be the Pujo Mamu. Now, the Pujo, not the Pujo Mamu, just the Pujo,
Okay.
is a ghostly figure that scares people but does not do any physical harm. But here's the thing. It's usually seen smoking a cigar, which is odd because in most of the legends, it's a headless figure. So, sometimes it has a head, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes a cigar. It can do what it wants to. Now, there are hundreds of stories of the Pujo terrorizing villagers that strayed too far into the forest, often scaring them away from camp just to eat their food and then return to the treetops where it dwells. And like the Aswang, the Pujo has the ability to shapeshift from the size of a newborn baby to the size of a giant.
Wow, that's a huge...
That's a bit of a difference.
It's a big plane.
Yeah. But as scary as the Pujo is, it ain't got shit on the Pujo Mamu. The Pujo Mamu is no spectral being, but it's made of flesh and blood. Parents in the Philippines would tell their children if they didn't obey the rules or stayed out past curfew, they would be devoured by the giant, headless Pujo Mamu.
Ooh.
Now, how can children be devoured by something that has no head?
Thank you.
Well, that's easy. You see, his neck and shoulders are a massive gaping mouth filled with razor-sharp, serrated teeth. Proving...
Why would
just huge...
So it's like an upright thing that just where its head should be. It's just a mouth
giant
of teeth.
gaping mouth where its shoulders are. That just opens up into his torso, and you just
That
throw
seems like
the
the
kids
most
in there.
efficient way to get.
It's like a walking tree
babies
chipper.
in-
Like an,
yeah.
or an organic garbage disposal.
Yeah.
Allowing gravity to just do all the work. It was just like...
Just right out the ass.
Forget
Just
this, like-
right at you.
Like the helping hands in Labyrinth, but just like teeth.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There you go.
The hell?
There it is.
Now,
So good.
proving that while all cultures have their own tales of the boogeyman, the Philippines, hands down, have a menagerie of the most terrifying ones. I will leave you with a little poem Filipino parents would tell their children about the Pujo Mamu.
Oh, God.
It's so good. Careful, little child. It might hear you sneak. Careful, little child. Don't let the floor creak. Careful, little child. Don't make a sound. Careful, little child. Keep your head on the ground. Careful, little child. Don't hide under your bed. Quiet, little child, or you might lose your head. Quiet, little child. It is looking for you. Quiet, little child, or you'll turn black and blue. Run, little child. It found your hiding place. Run, little child. It doesn't have a face. Run, little child. It's right behind you. Run, little child. From the Pujo Mamu.
God damn.
Well, Jesus Christ.